It's me, Peyton, coming at you from the North Georgia, Tennessee line. And I wanted to talk to y'all about something that I actually have been thinking a lot about recently. And I've heard this before, and you've probably heard it before too, and it is hurt people hurt people. So, um, and it's just as simple as that. Like, people who hurt others emotionally or physically and mentally sometimes too are usually people that don't love themselves because they've been hurt in their past. And this is one of the most destructive side effects of not loving yourself is hurting other people. And it makes me feel sad because you have to recognize that hurt people, but you also, like I was saying to someone today, you have to observe and not absorb. So you have to say, yeah, like the reason why this person is like this is probably because someone hurt them in their past, but it does still stink. And you know what? I know someone who was talking about other people in a derogative manner. And instead of like feeding and fueling the fire, I started calling whoever was being talked about on speakerphone. So it'd literally be like, you know what Susie Q did? And it'd be like, my phone would start ringing. And the girl would be like, who are you calling? I'm like, calling Susie Q. You sounded like you had something you wanted to say. Again, it happened later. It was somebody different. Do you know what so-and-so did? I call so-and-so on speakerphone. Who are you calling? Why is your phone ringing? I'm calling so-and-so. You sounded like you had something you wanted to say. Well, enough times of doing that exact action, it it made it so that person did not see me as like a safe person to talk about other people to anymore, which is fine. I don't want to be that person that the tea is spilled to. It's fine. I don't want to be that person ever. So, I mean, it sucked and it made me feel sad for her, but it also gave me the ability to express a little grace. And instead of being abrasive about it or saying, why are you talking about that so and so? And why are you saying such mean things about Susie Q? Instead of going there into that confrontation, I just called them on three-way. So it's fine. It was my little way of not accepting that behavior. And it gave me the ability to express a little bit of grace. And, you know, I've done things too before that suck. And I have to equally say thank you for them because they've made me who I am. A lot of you may know my mentor was Jessie Lee, and one of the things she always, well, she didn't always say this, but one of the things she said one time was, if you could go back in time and change one moment, what would it be? And I sat there and thought about it forever, y'all, for a long time. And I finally was like, nothing. I would change nothing. And she says, huh? Like, Tell me why. I'm gonna call you out here. Tell me why. And I was like, those are the things that have made me who I am today. So I would change nothing. Grace can give you a healthy perspective when you get hurt by someone, but your personal boundaries still matter. I actually was one of my other friends was talking about something and she said, here is what I'm going to do. The boundary is here. This is the line in the sand. And I love that she used the word boundary. This is my boundary. It cannot be crossed. So I loved that. But you know, with that said, you have to protect your light with your life. You can't allow negative, shitty people to just run rampant in your life. I mean, yeah, you can meet them with grace, but giving them grace isn't a hall pass. So they don't get to continually act like that. I mean, I work hard on myself and I've done the shadow work, and I also work really hard to love myself and lift up others. So when someone tries to put down that work or put their vision of me on me, I'm like, no, 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 you don't get to do, like, you can have your opinion of me, but you don't get to force your opinion of me down my throat and make me accept it, because I know who I am. I live in my skin. You don't. So, I get to love myself. Sorry, you don't. I mean, I've set a boundary where I don't tolerate manipulative people. And it sucks when someone is manipulative in your family. It really does. So, but you can't tolerate manipulative behavior. So, if it is a family member with you, and if it is a family member relationship that is important to you, it is up to you to express what you are willing to tolerate and what you aren't. You can be a victim or a victor. The choice is yours. So, and let me tell you, happy people do exist. They do. And you can come from a shitty situation and still break the cycle. It's totally up to you. You and only you have to decide what you're willing to tolerate. And it all starts with that decision. All of it. So, I mean, just remember, hurt people hurt people. So let people where they are. And it's up to you to set the boundary for yourself, and to also, when you're setting the boundary, you can't cyclically say, okay, the boundary, the line in the sand is right here, and not communicate that with anyone. That is not going to help a single soul. You need to, one, set the boundary, and then two, be loud and proud about it, because no one's going to psychically guess where that is. And if you are expecting people to psychically know where your line in the sand is, chances are they're going to get it wrong. So be loud and proud about it. I love y'all so much. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you next week.